Mr. Krieger, would you like to kind of tell us where we're at from where you sit, so that we can give you a little direction moving forward?
Sure. Mayor and council, as you know, we have been working with the YMCA, and of course, Scott and Chris from the YMCA are here tonight. We've been working for several weeks now to try and implement some improvements. Several weeks ago, we implemented some temporary measures that we thought would be more effective. It turns out they haven't been. The system is generally plagued by what's generally characterized as the inadequacy of the geothermal system. And so the YMCA, I'm not sure who the inventor of the author of the plan was, but the YMCA has come up with an approach to actually replace some of the HVAC units and put 10 rooftop units in place. As the council knows, we've been working on that plan now for several weeks, and what I have on behalf of the council's intent, I believe, is expressed to the YMCA that the city would fund up to half of that, or up to no more than $200,000. And the expectation is it'll be less than that, but just to provide a little bit of breathing room. So in terms of speaking directly to the agenda item and the title of it tonight, I do believe that in August we'll bring you an item to approve for the specific funding of the rooftop units. I think the expectation, and Scott and or Chris can correct me, but the expectation is, while not necessarily a permanent final solution, it's a 10 to 15 year solution that probably along with some other maintenance that would be performed, such that the facility will be usable, it'll be a better quality, much more tolerable on the inside for competitors and for spectators. But we'll bring you something, I expect, in August. We'll do everything we can to get it on the 10th. If it's not ready by the 10th, we expect it to be ready for the 24th.
Go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Manager. Ms. Meredith, what did you tell me the temperature of that water, the room was in there? Doctor, maybe was it you? I don't know.
120 degrees.
In the building?
In the building. Up in the stands.
This week on Tuesday, my son, This week on Tuesday, my son was swimming at 8 a.m. I went in to read the lifeguard thermometer, and the lifeguard thermometer read 92 degrees at 8 a.m. in the pool, along with 76% humidity at that time. So when you put that in and you figure it out, it was about 103 degrees on the pool deck at 8 a.m. in the morning. That was a week ago tomorrow.
Well, as I told you ladies before the meeting, I said, help's on the way. And I don't know where those fellows are from the YMCA. They, thank you all very much. I appreciate it. The citizens appreciate it. Your memberships appreciates it. Help's on the way, and it's not overnight. And I want you to come back in 2 weeks or a month, and you'll see what we're doing. But I told the mayor, I told the city mayor, I told anybody that listened to me, for the last 7 Saturdays, I've had emails, phone calls. I've had so many emails, I can't answer them all. And I keep trying to assure people we're going to figure something out. And it's taken longer than I'd hoped, and it's going to take longer still, but we're going to get there. And our partners at the YMCA, I spoke to Mr. K the other night, 9:30 at night, well past my bedtime, and I wanted him to know that I appreciate everything that each of you are doing, so thank you. And I had a chat with a member of the school board, and I said, you know, we've got to get this thing figured out. Parents are angry, it just like, I think it was, one of you brought up the lost revenue for the city, the stain on the reputation of the city. And we've just got to get something going here. And I'm really tickled that that you were here tonight, and you kept it together pretty good. I thought you were going to get a little more fussy in that, so good for you. Anyway, thank you for being here, and let's get this thing going.
I totally agree. We got to do something and quickly. I guess if this had happened at my workplace, we would be saying, how did this happen, and how are we going to make sure that we don't let it happen again? So maybe that's old history, and I'm not looking to, it's not like attributional, but I do think we need to make sure that we, moving forward, have a plan for maintenance of geothermal or maintenance of rooftop units, and of course a longer term plan to provide the cooling capacity we need in the building. But near term, I guess I would like to know, like, who is responsible and what is our plan to make sure that we're not going to get into this situation again in 6, because it's been going on for several years now where we're limping along and parents are still complaining it's so hot. I've been in there, it's really hot. So I guess that's my ask, not immediately, but just I think we kind of owe it to the public to say, here's what we've learned from this, and here's how we're going to make sure it doesn't keep happening.
Okay.
I guess if no one else wants to speak, I'll kind of close it out by saying, unless you want to say something.
I just want to say, I think we can go a step further. Something is happening, not will. This takes a little time to put together. Unfortunately, this has taken a long time. I think public-private partnerships are great. I think they work well most of the time. At the same time, as the old saying goes, there's a good reason God didn't create the world by committee. And so getting everybody to move the same direction at the same time is sometimes difficult. And the Y has been a good partner. I've been in some of those meetings with those people, and I think everybody's trying to find, I think along with Chris has been in them, lots of people, what is the best solution moving forward, not just what is a solution. And sometimes that's, I guess that can differ by different people's opinions, but I think we're on the right track now, and I think you guys will be pleased. So certainly is going to be better than anything is. We'd be better, I told city manager, we'd be better with an outdoor pool. It'd be cooler. So appreciate you guys hanging in there. It is going to improve and fairly fast.
Mr. Moore opened this can asking someone to come forward before, so sure.
Well, there's been a lot of talk about what the city is doing, and we appreciate all that the YMCA is doing to move this down the road. But there's a third entity involved. Where is the school district, and what responsibility do they have?
So, you want to take this one, or you want me to?
I have one thing I want to say. Every time I've reached out to the school board members, they've been helpful.
What I was going to say about that particular topic is, Ms. Murdoch-Nichols, would you like to say anything before I wrap this up, or are you good? Okay. There are 3 partners in this, and what's amazing is that as we've been discussing over the last couple of weeks, you've just heard the city say that the city manager has gone into these meetings saying, now, we'll commit with council approval, understand that, up to $200,000 and 50% of this. The Y said the exact same thing. That's 100%. There is a third partner in this. And our expectation is whatever the agreement is on how we handle this, the school district is going to step in here. And I can tell you that when two of the three partners are serious about getting it done, we're going to make sure it gets done, and then we'll deal with the third partner if there's any issues. I don't expect that. From everything that I've heard from the school board members that I've talked to now, and I've talked to 3 of the 5 of them at this point, they want to make sure this gets done as well. I think long term, we've got to look at the way we manage this whole thing, because it can't happen again. And just as Mr. Watterson said, what he does for a living, what I do for a living, this isn't about how we got here. It's about we're here, learn from it, and let's move forward. And that's not put any blame on what happened, but let's get out of this and let's make sure it doesn't happen again, because there is a lot of things that we can be doing with that pool economically for this city. When you look at economic development and the fact that we're only one of 2 pools in the state that can handle the type of swim meets we're talking about. I heard some things tonight about some new nuances in what's going on in the pool area that I think we need to make sure we're visiting about, whether it's locker room space or whatever it is. We need to make sure that what our expectations are being met with all the parties. And I think that's should be an easy thing for us to work through. I don't expect anything different out of the Y. They've been great partners to date. We've just got to get there. And the first thing is we've got to get rooftop units on that building to cool the air down. So as you might imagine, when you're dealing with between a nonprofit and a government organization, actually 2 government organizations, doesn't necessarily go as fast as we'd like, but we got to get there. So there, you've heard our commitment. I don't know. Do we need to vote on anything here other than to tell Mr. Krieger move forward and bring us something?
I think I'll just add. I think as a city council person and a mom, I sit on the Visit Edmond board with Chris Berry, and we talk about sports tourism, and we talk about dollars, and we talk about, but as a mom, like, we can't have people being hot and unsafe in our pool. So if anything, I have been concerned, and I know that I exchanged emails and I said something similar, like, help's on the way, it's going to be better this weekend, and then I would hear, it was still really hot, and plenty of parents at those meets have my number, and I was like, I was frustrated, and I'm sorry. So we'll make it right, and I think we're all in this together. The partnerships that Edmond has, the public-private partnerships, are really unique. Not all cities have partnerships like that. I know that some of the agreements that we've made with the Y are looked at across the country. And that's a good thing. So we'll work together and we'll get this figured out. And I wish I could snap my fingers and make it right. And I think Councilmember Frame said something about it will be cooler outside. And yeah, I mean, we just opened Pelican Bay. And I try to be a fixer. I'm like, could we just move that to Pelican Bay? But that is not my wheelhouse. I need to let other people figure that out. In the same way that I don't understand how geothermal works, I don't understand how many rooftop units we need, but I do trust our staff. We have directed them. We've been very clear that we got to figure it out. So that's all I got.
I think I have what I need.